All right, thank you very much, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sabirul Islam, founder of a global campaign called the Inspire 1 Million. And you may be thinking, okay, why am I here? What is the purpose of today's event? Now, let me tell you this. Each and every one of you sitting here are maybe thinking about your future, your students, your university students. You want to go and embrace life in a way that you can actually achieve a vision. You want to achieve a dream in life that one day you grow up to be this somebody that you dreamed or you planned of being when you were very young. But along the way, people around you have influenced you to think differently, to think very narrow-minded in life, that one day you'd grow up. That's yes, when you were small, age 7, 8, 9, you wanted to be this mega superstar in this world. Suddenly you grow up in this world and you're taught, oh no, I want to grow up and become this doctor. I want to grow up and become an engineer. Okay, no problem. We love doctors, we love engineers, we need these in this world. But the world has so much more to offer. You know, I always talk to a lot of people that to be able to become successful in this world, no matter what you want to do, it's about embracing life as a global citizen. I put it there as a statement. Embracing life as a global citizen. What does that mean? That for you to be able to be somebody successful in this world, you have an open-minded approach, but not just thinking that locally here in Chennai is where the world is. No, the world is a lot bigger than that. Chennai is not the world. India is not the world. For you to be able to have a vision, a dream, something you want to achieve in life, there is somebody halfway across the world who can help you make that dream become a reality. How do you connect with these people? How do you connect with these people who have your passion, who have the drive, the same determination you do sitting right here, right now? Because it's these people, not your parents, not your community, not necessarily your community, your teachers. No, it's the people who have the same vision, the same dream as you. Halfway across the world, we look inside our pockets, take out our smartphones. What do? We connect on Facebook with our friends. We connect on Twitter, Instagram, all these things, social media platforms that we use day in, day out to connect with the same group of people we've been hanging around with throughout our career in university, throughout our studies, but we don't have the guts to be able to speak out to somebody halfway across the world and ask the words, can you help me? Life is all about people embracing opportunity. There's so much somebody wants to give back to society. You know, I struggled in life. I struggled in life to want to open my eyes because I was born and raised in a very narrow-minded society. Like I said, that when you grow up, that you have to be this doctor, you have to be this engineer, you have to be this. And people were telling me, this is the only way of life. And when they were telling me that this is the only way of life, it hurt me so much. It hurt me so much to think that why? Why, when there's a million opportunities in this world, I'm being narrowed down to just this one or two things? And then I got to understand how to combat this fear, how to combat stereotype. You know, sometimes it's about going against your own culture, going against what people tell you. And we fear that. We fear that doing something different outside the norm of what society tells us will give us a bad name, will give us a bad reputation. Let me tell you this, the moment you stand up on your own 2 feet and you make a statement saying, I am worth more than what society perceives me to be, you will realize that the world is suddenly at your feet, that every single thing you want to accomplish it's just a mere, can you help me away? So life is about embracing these. At the age of 14, I got into this whole new world, a whole new adventure. I set up my first business at the age of 14, and people were looking at me thinking, 14-year-old setting up his own business, wow. And I must focus purely on my education. That even some people were very skeptical, very negative, saying, no, 14-year-olds shouldn't be managing directors. And oh, you should only just focus on your education. Go get this degree. You get this degree on a piece of paper. He will tell you one day that this degree will get you married, will get you a very pretty wife. Okay, I want it in life. I want a pretty wife. But at the end of the day, this degree doesn't get me my pretty wife. What gets me, what I want, is that passion, that drive, that confidence, the energy to be able to push myself forward in life. So I ran the company for 2 years. I closed it down at 16 because it wasn't my passion to run a web design company. It was something I did, trial and error. Trial and error is so important in life. To give something a go, if you don't like it, you fail in it, you get rejected in it, so what? It does not matter one bit. Why? Because if you're able to learn from it, you're able to learn from that mistake, that failure, that rejection in life, you stand up on your own 2 feet and say, hey, there is still so much more I can do in this world. Nobody can stop me. The journey I went along the way, got involved in stock trading, didn't enjoy it so much, but I tried to discover who I am, what my purpose is in this world. Because how many of you actually ask yourself this question? When you leave this world, what will you be remembered for? When you leave this world, what will you be remembered for? Now, this is a question, a very philosophical question. We don't even ask ourselves because we're scared. We are scared, we fear that trying to find this answer will make us become crazy. No. It helps you discover more about you that you yet have discovered. You have not known. You don't even know exists. The more you find out about yourself, the more you unveil your capabilities in this world. And for me, it was very challenging to answer that question. Until I got invited to go to an event in Nigeria. And this was the first time I went abroad at the age of 18. And I spoke in front of 3,500 people. And there was a young guy in the audience who was so inspired from what I said that he flew over to London 6 months later. And in fact, having flown over to London, it was quite crazy because he comes knocking on my door just to shake my hand and say, Sabirul, you've changed my life. And this was one of my first events I did internationally. One of my first events, and it made me so happy. It brought tears to my eyes that somebody would go to such extreme lengths just to shake your hand and say the words, you've changed my life. And it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to a statement about embracing life as a global citizen. That you do not have to do something. Even if you're not appreciated by your own community, that doesn't mean somebody halfway across the world won't admire and cherish the meaning of your presence and existence right here, right now. If somebody halfway across the world in Nigeria was so inspired by what I said, speaking just for 20 minutes on stage, now what is stopping me from going around the world? What is stopping you from going around the world? To be able to make a difference, to be able to make a statement that your life has meaning, your life has value. That when you find out what this value is, people around the world would admire you, see you as a role model. And nothing beats that feeling or emotion you get inside. So I set up a global campaign called the Inspire 1 Million to really give back to society, to really make a difference. Because I wanted to travel. My life was about traveling. This dream I had when I was very young. I wanted to travel, but I was diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 11. And I was told by my doctor that I couldn't travel. And it hurt me so much that I couldn't get on a plane. I couldn't live my dream. I could have chosen to accept that or prove society wrong. And it was a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work to go against what my doctor said, what my parents said, to start flying around the world, but flying around with a purpose, not just to go on holiday. To live life with purpose, that every action you take has to have meaning, because you don't want to waste time. There's so little time we have in this world that we wake up every morning, it's just another day. No, it's not just another day. Every day has meaning. You wake up every morning, do you ask yourself, what am I going to achieve? By the end of today, what will I achieve? Because we don't ask ourselves this question. We don't want to embrace ourselves. We don't want to give ourselves this hope, this belief that we are worth something in this world. I set up the global campaign called the Inspire 1 Million. Now, how this works is I've got in touch with so many different people. Again, the whole idea about asking for help. All I did was ask for help with people around the world who had same passion, same vision, same dream as I had, to want to make a difference to the lives of young people around the world. I got connected with them and said to them, I want to host a campaign, an event multiple events in your country, in different cities. Can you help me? And in the past 2.5 years, I've now traveled to 26 different countries. In 2.5 years. 26 countries. My target was to inspire 1 million. I've yet to reach 1 million. 935,000 odd people have been reached in audience size. And all because I had this dream. But there were so many failures, so many obstacles. One, to combat my illness. Two, to persuade my family to trust me. To be able to let go. To be able to gain independence. To be able to live life on my own. To think that this is who I want to become. That nobody can stop me, and to understand where life takes you, the meaning of legacy. Because I want each and every one of you in this room to go after this event and to focus on the legacy you will leave behind in this world, because you don't want to be another statistic. You just don't want to be somebody who's come into this world, lived for 65, 70, 80 years and said goodbye without having a meaning to your life. It's hard, yes. Not everything is easy in this world. It's tough. It's challenging. But that's the great thing about it. Everything that is a challenge gives meaning, gives purpose. Otherwise, if life was easy, embracing, there's no story to tell. So I hope I've inspired you all to bring the world at your feet. Thank you very much. Now, before I finish, I just wanted to let you know that there's a few things that I managed to bring on board a sponsor who's actually, I didn't quite show my products because I developed many books to be able to educate and train a lot of young people to understand their vision, to be able to achieve certain goals in life. So I developed a program called the Cycle of Success, which I've now put online for you to be able to download. So there's a stall outside just there, so you're able to have a look at all the products, the books that I've made, the game that I produced to educate young people on entrepreneurship and business. So all this is available if you want to have a look. And I produced a voucher, a small voucher for you to purchase for 250 rupees, where you get to download everything. So if you want copies of all my products, the book, the DVDs, the game, everything, which costs around 6,000 rupees in total, which I've reduced down to 250 rupees for you to download it all, it's available on the stall just outside. So please do get in touch with me if you want to get in, if you have a question, Facebook or Twitter, and or do have a visit on the website teen-trepreneur.com. Thank you very much.